Welcome to Seaway Whiskywire. Tonight on the bar, we've got the Realms of Rye from Sons of Vancouver Distillery. Stay tuned. Well, hey guys, thanks for coming back after the intro. I'm Tyler, and yeah, tonight on the bar, I'm finally getting around to my full review of the Sons of Vancouver Realms of Rye Release 1. But before we get into the history of Sons of Vancouver Distillery and the overview of the bottle, if you got yourself anything from Sons of Vancouver, if you got yourself something from Canada, you got yourself a Canadian rye, Canadian blend, you want to pour yourself a dram and drink along with me, please do so. I encourage it. It makes life a heck of a lot better for you guys on the other end, and I enjoy you guys drinking along with me. So what can I tell you about Sons of Vancouver Distillery? Well, Sons of Vancouver Distillery is located in North Vancouver, British Columbia, and it's a small batch craft distillery known for its innovative and high quality spirits, and it was established in 2015 by James Lester and Richard Klaus. And the distillery has quickly gained its reputation for its unique approach to spirit making, focusing on creativity and craftsmanship. Sons of Vancouver prides itself on its hands-on, small-scale production, allowing for greater control and attention to detail in every batch. And this commitment to quality and innovation has made it a standout in the craft distilling scene in Canada. Since its inception, Sons of Vancouver Distillery has garnered numerous awards and accolades reflecting its dedication to excellence, and their products have gained a loyal following. Through tours, tastings, and community events, they have also become an integral part of the North Vancouver community. Looking ahead, Sons of Vancouver aims to continue their journey of innovation and quality, with plans to expand their production line and reach new markets. They remain committed to their founding principles of craftsmanship, local sourcing, and creative exploration. So in summary, Sons of Vancouver embodies the spirit of craft distilling through its dedication to quality, innovation, and craftsmanship. And their unique products and passionate approach have established them as a standout in the industry, delighting spirit enthusiasts and contributing to the rich tapestry of Canadian distilling. And you know, guys, being from Canada myself and been around the block a little bit, tried different things, this is definitely one of my favorite, if not my favorite, craft distillery. Not located anywhere near me, located on the west coast in North Vancouver, and I'm located here in Ontario in the Seaway. But you know what? They were gracious enough to send this bottle over for me to review in the channel, and quite honestly, it's one of my favoriteest, if not my most favorite, Canadian whiskeys that I've ever tried. And I'm probably going too far right now because I'm giving away kind of my verdict on this, but it's a great product from a great group, and just wanted to thank them again for sending me this bottle over for my review. So what can I tell you about the Realms of Rye Series 1 or Release 1 from Sons of Vancouver? Well, number one, 100% Canadian rye whiskey. It's actually British Columbian rye that's used in it, so that's great. No color added. They state it right on their packaging. And it comes in at 59.4% ABV. Ex-bourbon and new oak matured. Nothing crazy finishes or anything like that. They want to let the spirit do the talking, and I can definitely appreciate them saying that and stating that on the packaging. We'll get to the presentation, because the presentation to me is one of my favorite parts. It came in this nice cedar box here. It's got a little bit of plexiglass in the front. That would have been enough, but they put this nice little blurb on the back here explaining everything about the what they wanted to come out of the spirit, the maturation process, no color added, all that jazz, and put it in this lovely box. And I really appreciate it. From a presentation standpoint, it looks good just sitting up on the shelf. It gets better though, guys. Number one, they have this nice tall bottle that I don't usually enjoy it, but in this case I do, just because of all the accents to it. They've done a really nice job in the branding here, mentioning citrus and botanical notes in there. They give a little bit of tasting on the front. They number the bottle. My bottle here is 226 of 303, and product of Canada. Damn right, I love that. And then on the back they have this nice flavor profile chart here, and give you kind of an outline again of some notes and what they were attempting to do with the spirit during the maturation and fermentation process. And then they break it down in this nice little table here to say, the barrels were ex-bourbon and New American oak cask. How many barrels? They used barrel 9, 8, 9, 21, and 22 in this one here. Gives you the dates that it was barreled on. Gives it the mash bill, 100% British Columbian rye. Love that. Fermentation type, how long the fermentation process was. In this case, it was 8 days. And what kind of still was used. And in this case, it was a column still, and there were two distillations. They even give you the type of yeast to use. Very, very nice, very transparent. And you know what? I wish more craft distilleries and more distilleries in general, be it Canadian, American, or Scottish, or overseas, whatever, would do something like that too. Really appreciate that, and really happy with the overall presentation of it. And if you were lucky enough to get a bottle of this, I'm sure you are too. Next, we're going to get into the color. I've already poured myself a dram of this and let it air out with my nice Southern Ontario Sippers topper there again. Thanks, Bobby. And we will get into the color of the Realms of Rye. So I'm going to go in nice and close here in my Glencairn, and it's a deep, deep amber, all natural color. Nothing added to it there. Letting the casks and the spirit do the talking for sure. But it's got almost a deeper orange amber hue to it. Very nice, very beautiful. Big fan of it. So let's get on the nose and see what I can get out of the Realms of Rye Release 1 from Sons of Vancouver. Let's dive into it. Very nice nose. For almost 60%, it's not very rough. Very, very nice. Get a little ethanol, but not really. It's not really a burn. It's just kind of present in there, but very, very slight. What am I getting on the nose right off the bat? It could just be the Canadian in me. I'm getting a little bit of maple sugar, not maple syrup, but like, maple sugar that you would, take the maple syrup and kind of get it down to a sugar form. Almost like a brown sugar, but really more maple forward. I'm getting some orange zest in there, lots of orange, fresh orange zest. Some apricots as well. I get those nice apricot notes. Then I get some toffee and some bitter chocolate on there. Vanilla. And then I get a little bit of mint at the end, along with a little bit of green tea leaves. Very complex nose. And it's for a rye, it's not a very spicy nose. This is not a very spice forward rye whiskey. And that is kind of what they're claiming here on the packaging as well, and on all their notes, is they're trying to change people's opinions and ideas about what rye whiskey should be. But you know what? We're not going to find that out till we get to the palate. So let's move on to the palate and the taste and see what we can get out of the Sons of Vancouver Realms of Rye Release 1. So cheers to your health, and here we go. Wow. That was a big sip. Very mouth coating, full body, warming, but not spicy. Very, very nice. Palate matches the nose a little. Right off the bat, prominently, I'm getting some orange peels, more what I would call candy orange peels, like orange peels that are in like a syrup. And you get that. I get some vanilla. Then I get some apricots in there as well. Bittersweet chocolate. Some light coffee notes in there, like kind of like I wouldn't go as far as saying like a latte, but just a very light roasted coffee. And then I'm getting some menthol, some mint as well in there, and that's kind of the spice there. I do get some cloves and nutmeg, but there's no cinnamon. It's just very much this kind of just like, not wintergreen, but like, that menthol that you'll get off of like even almost like a cough drop or something like that. And then the mint, very fresh mint, very vibrant mint, and then clove and nutmeg in there too. But yeah, it's not that big booming spice bomb that you would expect from most rye whiskeys. And at almost 60%, you don't get that. Very complex, very nice, very smooth, but enough body. And that's something that I can say that I really, really, really enjoy about this particular bottle. But yeah, that's the taste. Let's go into the finish and see what we can get out of the Sons of Vancouver Realms of Rye Release 1. And I gotta go in for another taste, guys. I'm gonna go for another sip. just a long and transforming is kind of what I made in my notes. Long finish, full bodied, sweet, into savory notes, into this botanical, and really it speaks volume to their notes on here, because they do mention citrus and botanical, and you do get those flavors, and it's those vibrant orange zest and oils and stuff. It's that apricot, maybe a little bit of lemon in there too, and then into those kind of coffee, chocolatey notes in the center, into those nice finish, those spices that are more clove, nutmeg spices, into that mint and menthol, and just very warming and very much, very opening. And I really, really, really like that out of this. Lots of body and big, bold flavors, and a very, very lengthy finish. Very nice. We'll get into the value proposition here. Kind of not fair. You can't go get this bottle. I was lucky enough. Again, they were nice enough to send this over. I know I've already said thank you. I'll say it again. Thank you to the folks over at Sons of Vancouver for shipping me out this bottle. Value-wise, I heard it was somewhere around $150, $200 for a bottle. For something that's like, a great Canadian expression from a great Canadian craft distillery. Very transformative, very different than any rye or straight rye whiskey that I've ever had. And, anyone I've let, and I've only let a few people try this out, guys. Anyone I've let try this out, they've been completely floored that it's a rye whiskey, or 100% rye, for that matter. Anybody I've talked to has said they've really enjoyed it. I've talked to other YouTubers, I've talked to other people in my community that have been lucky enough to try it, and they're really enjoying it as well. It's just a great, great, great release. So run and go out and get this if you can. Sure. Personally, from what I've heard from these guys, and this one's no surprise, anything from their distillery is going to be great. They've got a new one that they just spoke about. I got an email about it this afternoon about a heavily rum finished one. I'll probably put a picture of it up around here and link them in my description there. But yeah, if you're interested, if any of these notes or any of this sounds like something you'd enjoy, or the excitement off my voice has got enough to get you in line to go get something from Sons of Vancouver, I would encourage you go get it, because it will not hang around. And with that wraps up my review of the Realms of Rye Series 1, Release 1, from Sons of Vancouver Distillery in North Vancouver, British Columbia, Canada. And if you like what we're doing here at Seaway Whiskey Wire, you guys know that drill. Like and subscribe down below. And for those of you who follow me on Instagram already, you've already seen me share this. I encourage you, if you haven't gone over to Instagram to follow me, please do so. Lots going on over there on Instagram. I'm going to go and finish my beautiful, beautiful dram of Realms of Rye. And take care, all the best, and I'll see you next time. Bye for now, guys.